Alright, Shalom Israel. This is Shamar Yah, GMS Chicago Camp. And let me start off by saying Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the elders in New York, and peace and blessings to the brothers doing the sincere work out on the highways and byways. Alright, I'm going to call this segment Bringing Scriptures to Life. Alright, and I'm going to be using an old movie, okay, because a lot of people are not familiar with this movie, even though this movie is it's from the 70s. Alright, okay. In the movie I'm going to be critiquing today, or just going through the scriptures with today, it's going to be Goodbye Uncle Tom. Alright, it's called Goodbye Uncle Tom. Okay, it was made in 1971. Alright, so I really don't have a, I'm gonna get right into it, and we're gonna bring these scriptures to life. Alright, I'm gonna be jumping through the movie. Alright, so you can go back and watch this movie. I'm just gonna be jumping through it, scene to scene. Alright.
Please, these gentlemen are my guests, and I myself have allowed them to move freely about the house, so they can learn who really are the slaves and masters here. Senator, don't, please. No chicken bones, I beg of you. Why, I've had to take 2 of them to the veterinaries already this week. Well, at this point...
Alright.
They know their business.
So now I'm going to jump here. Alright. And I'm going to go to some scriptures real quick. Alright. Just, because a lot of you haven't seen this movie. So I'm just going to go through some scriptures real quick. Alright. The first scripture I'm going to deal with today is Psalms 64:8. Alright, and the scripture reads, "So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves." Alright, so what this means is that the so-called white man, or so-called Edomites, is going to make their own, are going to basically be just telling on themselves. Alright, because they, by this movie being made in 1961, you have to understand that was, after a lot of serious events in history took place. So this movie was ultimately banned in the United States, okay? And they brought it out in 1971, but it was written before 1971, all right? And so the scripture again says, Psalm 64:8, "So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves." So basically they're going to tell on their damn self, alright? So they're not hiding anything, alright? Especially in this movie right here. It's a very graphic movie. Like I said, it was banned a couple of times, alright?
The last 7 meals I bought was sold to me by the St. Inigo Jesuits in Maryland. Finest bunch I ever bought.
But why are they here, then?
I could be wrong, but perhaps it's because they too are slaves. You know how Catholics are. Slaves to the fascination of sin.
Perhaps it might be their oppositionist instinct. You know Europeans, ever since the French Revolution, they've been attacking everything.
But, madam, times have changed. Rousseau, Diderot, Voltaire.
Now, it's Catholics who read the devil's own books. Oh, what would His Holiness in Rome have to say about that?
Okay, so they're basically right there, they're basically, telling on each other, alright? So I'm going to jump ahead because I don't have a much, you watch the movie, on your own. Okay, then I'm going to go through some more scriptures after the scene. Alright, and there's a lot of information in this movie as well. Alright, and I'm going to go to a scripture real quick. This is Matthew's, I'm going to go to the book of Matthew 27, Salakia 15. Salakia, Matthew 27 and 15. I'm going to read through 25. Okay. It says, now at that feast the governor was wont to release unto the people a prisoner whom they would. And they had not, Salakia, and they had then a notable prisoner called Barabbas. Therefore, when they were gathered together, Pilate said unto them, whom will ye that I release unto you, Barabbas or Yahushua? Okay, whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus. I'm just going to say Jesus in this sense, okay, which is called Christ. For he knew that for envy they had delivered him. When he was sat down on the judgment seat, his wife sent unto him, saying, have thou nothing to do with that just man? Okay, so this is Pilate's wife talking to him, alright? For I have suffered many things this day in a dream because of him. But the chief priest and the elders persuaded the multitude that they should ask Barabbas and destroy Jesus. The governor answered and said unto them, whether of the twain will ye that I release unto you? They said, Barabbas. Pilate said unto them, what shall I do then with Jesus, which is called Christ? They all say unto him, let him be crucified. And the governor said, why? What evil have he done? But they cried out the more, saying, let him be crucified. When Pilate saw that he could prevail nothing, but that rather a tumult was made, he took water and washed his hands before the multitude, saying, I am innocent of the blood of this just person. See ye to it. Then answered all the people and said, his blood be upon us and our children. Alright. So, now this was said during the time of so-called Christ, alright? People said, let Jesus' blood be upon us and upon our children. Alright? And ultimately we ended up paying for those words, alright? Because we made those words, when some of us crucified whom the world called Jesus Christ. Alright? And I'm gonna so that blood was, upon us and our children, okay, because those of you that are in the truth, you know that that reincarnation is in the scriptures, alright? A lot of people's not gonna understand that, but this is not for them. Alright, this is only for those who can receive it. Alright. Now I'm gonna go back to the movie.
It's the oldest and the surest. Sugarcane plug, oakum, and tar. And bam, ram it in hard. Keeps the bowels locked up tight and the soul from escaping from the back door.
How come he don't blow up?
Cork will pop out first, just like a bottle of champagne.
Hey, what's that slop?
Well, that's molasses and beef grease. Diggers goes crazy for it. Have to truss them and feed them a little at a time, otherwise they choke themselves on it.
Looking at him, you wouldn't think so.
That one, he's taken it into his head to starve himself to death. A real pitiful case.
Hey, Doc, chisel, hammer, and file. Go ahead and serve dinner.